Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 20th of August 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Crow Tarot for this reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Friday and what the day is all about. So let's have a look. I'm just going to shuffle these cards a few times and let's see what's going on. First card is the Three of Wands. Okay, so future plans, your life purpose, very important. Then the Six of Pentacles, an opportunity to turn things around and to really triumph and to take something that's been challenging and difficult and to turn it into a major success. And then the Page of Cups, emotional growth, a willingness to love and to be loved. And the message I'm getting here is that you're going through a very personal journey at the moment, a very personal process. You're optimistic, you're looking at how you can maximize your potential, you're practical, you've got both feet firmly planted on the ground, and you understand the difficulty, but you're not letting it put you off. So you're really in a positive frame of mind, and it's a very good can-do attitude. But the message I'm getting with all these crows at the center here, there may be a feeling of, wow, I have to do everything myself and I have to learn everything myself and I have very little support. And where are my mentors? Where are my teachers? The message I'm getting today is, first and foremost, be willing to reach out to other people, be willing to accept help, be willing to support and to be supported, because I really get the sense that the thing that isn't being shown so much is other people's willingness to play a kind of supporting role and to guide you along the way. And this feeling of being on your own little mission in hermit mode is going to be really strong. So I think you're going to have to get very deliberate about saying, I don't need to do this whole thing by myself. There are people in my life who've gone through this process before. They have the experience. Why don't I just share what I'm doing and get a little bit of help? It's going to really work in your favor. And I also get that the people who help you today, you'll be able to help in future with your own experiences and your own skills. So there's a really nice symbiotic process going on here where sometimes other people help you and at other times you help them. So there are people in the past who you've supported. Don't necessarily just look at them and ask, okay, who can help me today because I've done A, B, and C for them. Just reach out to anybody who you feel has the relevant knowledge and experience. And then in future, that balances out. And that's because the Six of Pentacles is really the haves and haves not card. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're catching the fish, and other times you're forced to kind of grab the scraps and to take what's left over. But we've got the Libra scale here, so it all balances itself out in the end. So really don't feel guilty about accepting help or reaching out. It's a normal part of the process and it's really going to benefit you. Okay, so the Three of Wands is a card that's about looking to the future and asking yourself, what is important to me in my life? What is my life purpose? And how am I going to reach that place of enlightenment, this happy place that I'm planning to get to? And usually it's someone standing on top of a hill looking out to sea and all the ships are sailing by. And really there's a sense of a doorway opening and lots of opportunity and options to move forward in life quite easily. Here it's a little bit different. We've got a gate and the Three Wands are blocking the path. So there may be something that you're focused on which seems to sparkle in your mind's eye and it seems like the dream, but someone or something along the way has told you this is not attainable for you. You can't do this because you were born in a certain country or because of your age or your looks or your level of education or experience. Something that you feel is out of your reach. If you've had anything like that you've kind of given up on, maybe a hope or a dream or a desire that's kind of fallen by the wayside because it just seems very, very impractical. This card is saying, please revisit that today, because not only is the obstacle not much of an issue, but any other things that come up, self-doubt, a lack of clarity, no guaranteed outcome, things that usually would put you off are very easy to overcome today. And what's interesting is that usually the person standing on top of the hill has to hop on a boat and then has to go through this whole process to achieve their dream. But in this deck, we've got a crow sitting on one of the gate posts. And the crow isn't influenced by the ones being horizontal and blocking the path, nor is the ocean much of a problem because the crow can just fly over there. So there's something happening spiritually where you're being supported, and things that usually disqualify you from a certain hope and dream, they don't seem to matter today. So you get a free pass somehow. It's almost like you're cheating. You're taking a shortcut to get to where it is you want to go. So really make sure you set some goals and you say, what is my personal place of enlightenment and how can I get there today? The Six of Pentacles is a temporary opportunity. It's a doorway of opportunity that opens, but then it closes down again very quickly. Six is really a very short, temporary chance that makes itself available to you, but it's not going to be there forever. It comes and goes. It comes in waves. So it's really interesting that we've got these two cards together because this is about setting new goals and trying to get to this place of light. And the Six of Pentacles says sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. It all balances out in the end, but today you really have the opportunity to come up. So think of it as a little river, and these are stones, okay? You can put these pentacles, these stones, in the river, and if you put them down in the shape of a path, you're able to cross the river without getting your feet wet. So you have a chance and an opportunity today that you don't usually have, and you find a way forward that at other times may seem very complicated and difficult and inaccessible. So again, the message I'm getting is that you either know someone or several people, or you have a contact or a colleague who helps you get your foot in the door. It's the connection with other people that allows you to discover a path that appears in front of you and to then walk that path and to get from A to B. And I really get that other people are a huge part of that process today. And the Libra symbol isn't just about balance, it's about connection. My side of things is totally influenced by and also influences someone else's point of view or someone else's life. We're all interconnected, and I'm getting this kind of a net, and if you pull it in one direction, everyone else is pulled along. So really, please don't feel like you're on your own today. I get the sense that there's a lot of help and opportunity available to you, but you've got to kind of be aware of who to ask and to think of other people as resources and as willing to help. If you reach out, you'll really get what you're looking for. And what I think is that that whole process then kind of restores your faith in humanity, because the Page of Cups is someone who's willing to learn emotionally, who isn't particularly prejudiced. It's just kind of being open and even naive and saying, okay, I'm willing to learn. And you're doing something that's really important to you. You're going through a really specific process. And by reaching out, other people will surprise you by how willing they are to help you and how much they support you free of charge without any kind of strings attached. And I really think it touches this very pure part of you internally, and it reminds you that, hey, do you know what? Other people are fundamentally kind. Other people do want to help me. It's not just about what can I get back in return for what I'm doing. It's a symbiotic relationship, and you realize that other people in your life really do have your best interests at heart, and you don't have to go around all day being cynical and full of distrust, because there are people in your life who genuinely want the best for you. So do take a little bit of a risk and reach out to other people. You know, most people don't like asking for help. It's just something that I think as a culture we're not really trained to do, or it's a sign of weakness or whatever it may be. So if you're not very comfortable with that, then just give yourself a push today and see what happens, and say, oh, okay, well, I'm reluctant to ask for help. I never do it. I'm going to try it out today. And you ask for help, you get loads of help, and your expectations are exceeded with all the good stuff you've got coming in, then look at the people who are reaching out to you today and let them surprise you with how kind and nurturing and caring and loving they are. And then really make a mental note of the people who help you on this day, because you can trust them. These are people who surprise you positively and who do have your best interest at heart. So if you're trying to suss out who in your life is reliable and trustworthy, you'll find that really, really easy to determine on this day. If you take a risk and if you let other people into that process, it's really going to be a pleasant surprise, I feel. So please do be willing to open up to other people and let other people kind of educate you in terms of it's really an end to cynicism, I feel. I just feel you have a really nice, positive kind of soulmate experience where you feel warm and fuzzy because someone is really nice and surprisingly reliable. Number-wise, we've got 3 and 6 is 9, and a chord card, which is 1, that's 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is about being a pioneer and doing things independently. So look at what enchants you and what really presents as the light at the end of the tunnel for you, the place you're trying to get to, and set those goals alone, but then reach out and ask other people to help you in getting there, and you'll really find that your perspective on your relationship really changes and you learn something new about other people and the goodness of other people. So that's a really positive experience to have. So let yourself be surprised and have a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.